We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Caught left side, Garcon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
21.
Here's Breida. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13 and also a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
This is Mostert. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle to Evans. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Winston to throw it this time. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
21. Go ahead. 13. 6. 11. 12. 6.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Breida. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gold now out to kick it away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. The 2nd down throw for Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Room past the 20. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards on the ground. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Black 80! 80! Hey, gun. Go ahead.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Oh, what a juke into space. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
I got you. Wait. 11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
11. 65.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Uzama. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you. One, Omaha. Black. 13.
Garoppolo on first down. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
21. Hey, gun.
This is Breida. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Well, the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Okay, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen in today's NFL, they're going to weigh over 300 pounds. That doesn't mean they don't have agility. And the way that they can get out in front of a runner and create a space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and the runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because it's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked really well for a nice piece of yardage.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
Let's go now. Here we go, even.
Here's Mostert. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Hey, stop.
3rd and long for Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point...
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
So bad.
I don't know about that. Super tall.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who is going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play. Holding them to no gain.
13.
Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed if there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out come the Bucs now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception, Winston. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
We got three down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Winston now from the 50. And this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 19. Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
3 down. Flag! Check 26. 21.
First carry for Central Florida alum, Latavius Murray. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that right there is something we've seen, I don't know, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10.
Green, triple C. Even.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of that?
And a loose football. And this is going to be 49er football. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Buying time was left. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. He gets this one to Garcon. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Garoppolo now to the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
21. Go ahead. 11. 13. 21.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They run with Breida, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Go ahead.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run again with Breida. There he goes inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action here on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. And he's got it up and through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Gold now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming.
And Jameis intercepted a third time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Room to run inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Get the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including the first down.
Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
11. Go ahead. Go ahead. 11.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Landry, the intended target. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. And they'll run it here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
Hey, stop. Let's go. Sonic.
Play fake. Winston. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
Hey, sub. Let's go. 5-0.
Winston from the gun on third down. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. Play action now. Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. From the red zone now, Winston. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Jameis to throw it. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. And San Francisco. Francisco gets set to go here.
Go ahead. 11.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Kendall Beckwith leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He'll buy some time right. And that's caught inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Go ahead. 11.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
21.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th.
21.
They run for it with Breida. And he cuts, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 22 yards. And the 49ers continue to roll. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Gold now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 22.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Fellas, here we go. I got you. 11. 12. Hey, go. Tighten up.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship,
21.
not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Latavius Murray, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Gold now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to be 49er football.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10.
21, 21. 11, 11. Go ahead.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to air one out. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Dante Pettis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Gold now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
11.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And he rifles it complete, caught by Landry. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
12, fellas, here we go. 11. Flag. 6.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Levante David in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd down, Winston. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 35. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Garoppolo. And this one's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Now Garoppolo eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm.
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. One last shot now for Winston. He's going to let it fly. And that will be Incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.